coming straight from the land of the long white cloud. North, east, south, western bounds, raise up, we're ring the crowds. We are now coming straight from the land of the long white cloud. North, east, south, western bounds, raise up, we're ring the crowds. We are now.
Hello everybody and welcome to Real Talk with Razor. Thank you for tuning in and joining us today. This is the second episode of the series, so it's still very new and exciting for us.
To give you a bit of background info on this series, Real Talk is a platform for young people to be able to discuss social issues through one-on-one interviews with organisations and local advocates from our communities. I'm Neve and I'll be one of the hosts for today's episode of Real Talk. I'm 17 years old and year 13 at Albany Senior High School. I've been in the Massey crew for 4 years now.
I'm Harleen and I'm 14 years old. I've been part of Raise Up for almost 2 years and I'm from the Linfield crew. And I'm one of the hosts for today's super awesome episode. Let's start by getting to know you all. Riley, give us an introduction.
Hi, my name is Riley. I am from the Linfield crew. I've been a part of Raise Up for about 2 years now, 1.5. Can't remember, but 1.5 or 2 years.
Hi, I'm Gria. I am from the Massey crew and I've been with the crew for about 5 to 6 months.
Hi guys, I'm Jed. I was with the Massey crew for 3 to 4 years.
Hi, I'm Shreya. I've been with the Linfield crew, Puketa Papa crew for about a year now.
Cool, so we're going to kick off with our quickfire round.
So the first question is, if you had to get rid of one thing in your morning routine, what would it be?
Waking up.
Yeah, waking up, definitely. Actually, I would probably say getting out of bed, yeah.
Agreed. Totally.
Agreed, yeah.
Jed, what about you?
I guess maybe actually not coffee. No, coffee's too good.
Agreed.
Yeah, probably just have like a warm room. I don't want to get out of bed and it's cold.
Yes.
I feel that, definitely. Do you have a quirk?
I'm just technically just a weird person in general, so I think everything that I do is a quirk.
I have the most randomest laugh ever. I sound like a kettle when I get really excited.
Turtle.
I don't have any particular quirks. Maybe just no, I can't think of any, unfortunately.
Yeah.
What's the real thing?
What about you, Shreya? What's your quirk?
I can't really think of one. I don't know.
Okay, so our next quickfire round question is, what are some nicknames that your parents call you?
Rise, Rye, Weirdo, Bracken. When I'm in trouble, they call me Bracken. Or Riley. Yeah, they call me by my full name if I'm in trouble.
Actually, same here, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. I don't know. Somehow it makes it sound more serious. Is it? Or
Yeah.
The nicknames I get from my parents is Greeby, or the other one is Grievous.
That's cute.
For me, I had quite a few, but two of the main ones were Jedstar or Muhammad.
I feel like there could be an interesting story behind Muhammad.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here being like, oh, no.
Yeah, it's short for something, but we won't go into detail.
Okay.
On to the next question then. Would you rather come face to face with a baby hippo or a giant cockroach? Both are in a bad mood.
Baby hippo.
I'd say baby cockroach because I'm actually quite good with cockroaches.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd say baby hippo because I just start to love it.
Cockroaches are scary.
I'll go with cockroach because, like, it can't, like, eat you.
True.
You guys are all weird.
Fast though, like they chase after you?
It is man.
But then a baby hippo would chase after you as well.
But cockroaches are tiny. They'll jump all over you. Who knows?
Okay, well, guys, thanks for that. And now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty questions.
This week, we're going to talk about lockdown, school, and your raise up life. So first, we have some questions about how your lockdown went/is going. Our first section is about your lockdown. What are some things you did to keep yourself sane in the lockdown period?
What I did was go on walks. So I went on walks, tried to go on walks every day, but going on walks just kind of made me feel a little bit normal. I could actually experience the outdoors, which is something that I'm very, without lockdown, I've always been quite an outdoors person, so it kind of gave me a bit of normality.
I would say mine would be learning songs on the ukulele and taking walks. I've started taking lots of walks over the lockdown period, but mostly learning songs on the ukulele and creating things with clay to make charms, little keychains.
For me, it probably would have been learning to cook new recipes. I made some banana bread, which was cool, and doing study as usual.
Yeah, I went on quite a few walks as well. I was pretty surprised at how much I actually wanted to walk. Not that I don't do it on a daily basis, but yeah. And Netflix, I watched a lot of Gilmore Girls. It's pretty good. And some other shows too. Yeah.
Yeah,
I started Grey's Anatomy. That was real good.
Oh,
I cried. I literally, honestly, those shows, man. I cried in Gilmore Girls as well.
What did you cry about?
Everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll go with that. That works too.
Yeah, some really good answers there, guys. I definitely know that I did a lot of baking during the time to make myself, stop being mental, but it did help. And also eating. That was the best bit.
Yes.
We got some really nice breakfast, like pancakes and hash browns and stuff. Rather than normal cereal, boring old cereal.
Cereal's not boring.
Kind of boring.
Okay.
Okay, so guys, now the next question is, what was your favorite and least favorite bit about lockdown?
Least favorite, obviously not being able to see people, because I'm quite a social butterfly. I would say what I do during the week kind of thrives from interacting with people. So that was a very, very harsh break on my life because I'm very, very social. So that sucked. Positive, I guess. I had a lot of time to myself, and usually when I'm quite a busy person, so I don't usually have a lot of time to think and, be myself pretty much. So that was really nice to have some reflecting time and just be in my own space.
I found lockdown a really nice way to sleep in, because I never sleep in, but I got schoolwork done, so that's the plus side. But what I did miss was seeing my friends and not being able to go out a lot more than I didn't go out a lot as I usually do.
The worst part about lockdown for me was that I couldn't buy meat on chips or anything like that. All the good stores are closed. My favorite part is there was no one out in public, so you can actually it was really quiet and the air was really fresh and crisp. It was interesting to see the world without too many people in it.
I definitely didn't like the part where we couldn't see our friends and stuff. I didn't realize how much I actually missed people until we got back to school. And for once, I was actually looking forward to school, which isn't normal. Also, on Zoom calls, my brother was really annoying and he wouldn't leave me alone. The positive was I feel like I appreciate things more now. Not actually being able to have certain things, it makes you appreciate what you have, around you and at the time.
Yeah, I feel that way as well. So with all the new time that you had, did any of you find any new hidden talents?
I actually learnt that surprisingly I'm very good at cleaning. So that makes me sound so old. I am so sorry. But I've actually that was kind of weird. I looked when during lockdown, I had to clean everything pretty much because I had to keep myself occupied. So I just started cleaning the house and I realized I was like, this is actually a very smart way to do things, and I'm a new cleaner now. That's fun.
I found that I'm actually pretty good at baking pikelets and pancakes. I never usually bake, and baking eggs as well. So cooking, I found that's a hidden talent of mine.
Yeah, I'm similar. I found I'm pretty good at making banana bread. Yeah, that was my greatest achievement.
I didn't really have any talents, but I figured out that I'm not great at juggling. I can't juggle to save my life. Yeah.
That's a mood.
Okay, so the next question is, what is your top tip for keeping yourself motivated during lockdown? Because we all know that we needed that motivation to get out of bed or stop watching Netflix. So what are your top tips?
I would say probably just think about going back to normal life after lockdown, because I would say just think about what you're going to be like after lockdown and how exciting and happy that will make you, and just use that as motivation to keep going, because you don't want to get out of lockdown and have everybody be like, oh, you did no work, blah blah blah, and kind of ruin that experience for you.
Not words.
Mine would be, because it's my first year of NCEA, so it was not failing that. If I failed that, I'd have to redo first year of NCEA, and I don't want to do that.
Okay. Best advice I could give someone would be just sort of envision your achievement, or keep your eye on the goal, and just sort of bathe in the thought of you completing what you want to do, and realize that it will make you happy and that you should try to go after it, whether it's the grades or anything really, the gym. Yeah.
I guess just remembering why we're in lockdown and what the benefits are and the outcome of being in lockdown, what it's going to do for us, making Corona go away, I guess.
Yeah, that was all really good. I know that I've been struggling with motivation as well during lockdown. Finding different ways to deal with that was really important. Our second section of questions is all about school. So I know a whole bunch of people have gone back to school, whether it's uni or a course. So the first question is just, how has school been this week, or your course or uni?
So not gonna lie, this week it's definitely been very difficult, because I've had these past couple of weeks I've definitely lost a bit of motivation, because everyone's gone back to school now except the tertiary education that I'm in. We don't go back till June, so I'm having to stay at home a lot longer than everybody else is, and so that has definitely kind of got to my head a bit, but I'm pushing through it. Hopefully the days go by pretty fast so that I can actually get back on campus very, very soon.
So far, I've been coping very well, except I have 2 internals coming up. Even though they said there'd be no exams or anything like that in the first couple of weeks, which annoyed me a lot. But other than that, it's been okay.
This week's actually been pretty good for me, in contrast to many others. I've just been basically writing a physics report, and then I got another assignment due on Saturday. They were due earlier in the week, but because I had a doctor's notice or something, I was allowed to get an extension, which helped a lot.
Yeah, this week's been pretty good as well. The teachers have been really nice about it and just trying to see if we got stuck on anything during lockdown, doing school online, seeing if we needed help with anything. We also got a day off because of some problem in our school about some building being unsafe or something. So we got to go back home for one day and work from home again.
Yeah, I know. I had a great week because I finally got to see my friends after so many days, weeks even. So that was awesome, and it's good to know that most of you guys are doing pretty well during this time. Now, our second question is, has your school or uni done anything different from what they did before lockdown? Because I know that we've all done things like, well, not many people had the experience of being online. So we did a lot of things out of our comfort zone. So is there anything that your school took from lockdown and improved into their school?
Well, I've only been to campus once since lockdown, so I'm not 100% sure what they've changed, but they have definitely put social distancing into play on campus. So even though I was with a group of my friends and we were just grabbing our materials, we still had to stay a meter apart from each other. So they definitely are very strict on social distancing now, which is, I think it's a pretty good thing.
With my school, they have made it mandatory to sanitize your hands every time you come into each classroom, and they are saying to do social distancing, yet with a school of 18,000 kids, it's pretty hard in such a compact area.
Yeah, I could talk for quite a while about this topic to do with uni, but I'll keep it brief. The best thing which our uni has done is at the end of the year, your grade will be bumped up by 1. So if you're sitting on an A, you'll go to an A plus. If you're sitting on an A minus, you go to an A, etc., etc. Which is good, I guess, but it's definitely not enough. The second thing they did is they supposedly were meant to record new lectures and upload them, but instead they used last year's lectures, which are very not good. And I guess they've changed the grading system a bit because you can't do in-class items. But other than that, everything has sort of remained the same. No one's out on campus.
Our school, they put all the desks apart into like a test position, and then when we come in the class, we have to wipe them down, and then when we go out, we have to wipe the chairs and desks again. And then they've like made a longer tuck shop line, so now the tuck shop line extends far back if you want to go, so it's a really long wait still. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, my school's been, because my school is very open plan, so it's really hard, although it should be easy to social distance, it's really hard on stairs and stuff, but there have been new cleaning products placed around and stuff, so we can clean things as we want. So with all the new things that your schools have been doing, do you reckon that you prefer online or physical school now? Why and why not?
Definitely physical school. I do not like online school at all because I'm a very different learner. I like to watch people do things, and I like to have them be in the same room the same room as me, so that I can fully ask questions and not have to worry about people kind of overtaking that opportunity to ask questions. And with online school, that is definitely a problem. So physical school so much more. My brain is so much alert.
Physical school definitely, because online school is very pressuring and you can get sidetracked very easily, is what we found with our classes, that everyone was getting sidetracked from not doing the work very easily.
Yeah, physical school is a lot better. Mainly for me because I actually have much more motivation. Like I'll go into uni, and then because I'm there, you can't do anything else. You just sort of got to go do these lectures and then listen. Whereas at home, you can just sort of wander when you're on your laptop listening to the lecture, and then you can get sidetracked very easy because you're on the internet. The internet's a big place.
Yeah. For me, it kind of depends, what mood I'm in. With physical school, I get to be more social. I get to see my friends. I can directly ask for help if I need it. But with online school, it can kind of run on my own terms, which I kind of like that sometimes, and I can wake up a little bit later than I need to, or than I usually do. And I can kind of, just have lunch whenever I want, snack whenever I want. So it's kind of nicer in that way. But so yeah, it just kind of depends, I guess.
Yeah, online school does have its benefits, but for me, it isn't even a question. I like physical school way more, like way, way more. Anyway, so the next question is that if there was one thing that you could incorporate into physical school from online school, what would it be? It could be anything at all.
I would. That's a hard question, actually. I guess I would say I would incorporate so we do this thing called campus energizers, where guys, I have to go to dinner. This is awkward. Yeah, I would just incorporate just the physical activities we do on campus to online learning.
Yeah.
My school is pretty basic, so I'd probably incorporate. Actually, I wouldn't incorporate anything from physical school to online school. I'd include Friday dress up day from online school to physical school.
I wouldn't include anything really. Online school's horrible when nothing can fix it.
Personally, I don't know if it kind of would work, but like starting school later so that we have more time to I don't know, get ready in the morning, be at school a little bit later than usual. I don't know. Yeah.
My school started later during online school because we had our first class at 9:30, whereas in physical school we start at 9, so that was real nice. I got an extra hour of sleeping in. My school's pretty good with changing, they're trying to incorporate as much of the stuff we like as they can. So it's been interesting to see so far.
That's cool.
The final section of our questions is all about Raise Up. So our first question is, how long have you been part of Raise Up?
I've been a part of Raise Up for 5 to 6 months, just about.
Around 4 years.
Just over a year now.
Yeah, I think it's been almost 2 years for me. Yeah. Anyways, what are your favorite parts about being in Raise Up?
My favorite part is the people. I would have never met such bubbly people if I didn't join Raise Up.
I think the best part of Raise Up is Conan and all the people I know. It's always good to go and see everyone.
Yeah, every time you go for a meeting or an event, it's so much good energy, and it's so much fun just running events, going to the meetings, meeting new people, plus the food we get at meetings. Sometimes we get pizza, other times we get snacks, but either way, it's really good.
Yeah, I've always loved our crew meetings. They're always so upbeat, and our coordinator's really cool at Massey. Food's always good as well. Free food, never can say no to that.
Never gonna say no to free food.
I honestly love Raise Up. Everything about it is so awesome. Having the opportunity to do so much, even though we're youth, I think that's really awesome.
Yeah. What has been your favourite Raise Up event that you guys have hosted?
I haven't been to many Raise Up events that's been hosted, but I would have to say the graduation so far.
I would probably say Glow It Up, a neon rave that we had. It was probably the best event that I've been to, and one of the best that the Massey crew has done before.
Puketa Papa, we hosted this one last year for Halloween. It was called Jump Scare. That was pretty cool. Or Youth Fest, that was run, I think, by a couple of crews, or Riley Fest, as Riley likes to call it.
Yeah, I also really loved the jump scare event. Linfield Crew hosted that one at like Jump and on Halloween, and it was really amazing. So that was definitely my favorite one. Anyway, so give us some information about why a young person should join Raise Up. What will they get out of it, and what's good about it?
If you join Raise Up, you get great social skills. It looks good on your CV.
Yeah.
You learn how to run events and that sort of stuff. So that comes in handy when looking for a job as well.
Yeah, I think the best reason for anyone to join would probably be you'll make a lot of new friends, which is really good.
Yeah, you meet a lot of new people, and eventually it kind of becomes like your family in a way. And it's just good for like social and leadership skills, I guess, if you're wanting to improve on that. And it's just a really fun thing overall.
Yeah, there are so many reasons to join Raise Up, from opportunities to leadership skills to meeting new people. It just, everything about it is so important and good. Now, we have one more fun question for everyone. So the question is, if you could live in any TV show, series, or movie, which one would it be and why?
For the series, I'm going to go with series, would be Never Have I Ever, the Netflix series, because I've always wanted to, I love that series so much, and the reason I want to is I love the outfits and what they experience. So it'd be such a cool sort of like experience.
That's a really cool show. I really like that show.
Yeah.
You know, I would want to live in the King of the Hill universe, if anybody knows that one. Just because it's not too extravagant. It's a pretty normal show, so it'll be very easy to settle into life there. And it looks really fun.
I don't know, that's so hard. I don't know, I really like Gilmore Girls, obviously. Then there's Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But then there's also, like, the Marvel, like, superhero thing. I think that would be really cool. Like, I guess if you got to be, like, a superhero in one of those movies, that'd be super cool.
Yeah, that would be super cool. I don't think I'd be able to choose between Grey's Anatomy and Stranger Things. Although Grey's Anatomy, I only want to do it is because it seems like being a doctor is really easy, whereas in real life I know it's definitely not. But Stranger Things just set in a really cool time period, although it would be terrifying.
Probably.
So thank you everyone for answering those questions. We really enjoyed talking to you guys today. We've learned so much about how other young people are finding these weird and strange times.
Yeah, definitely. It was so awesome talking to you guys. If anyone would like to learn more information about Raise Up or just know our recent events or anything at all, make sure you follow us up here. It's awesome. You should definitely go just follow us on Instagram.
We have crews in Manukau, Linfield, Mount Albert, Panmure, Onehunga, Massey, Hamilton and North Shore. So if you would want to be a part of a crew, check us out on www.raiseup.co.nz.
Thanks everyone for tuning in to this week's episode. Catch us on the 29th for our next episode with Shine. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Coming straight from the land of the long white cloud, north, east, south, western bounds. Raise up, we're ring the crowds, we are now. Coming straight from the land of the long white cloud, north, east, south, western bounds. Raise up, we're ring the crowds, we are now.